Welcome to Prime Sports with me, Razak Musbao. Now, tonight, let's start with some update from the African Games because Morocco did defeat Ghana by 2 straight sets in the men's beach volleyball quarterfinal, and that meant that Ghana has been eliminated from the competition. Now, Ghana beach volleyball player Seydou Ajanako, however, blamed their 2 straight set quarterfinal loss to Morocco on a last-minute rule change by competition organizers and the lack of logistical support.
We had a surprise, random change of competition format. What was discussed at the technical meeting in beach volleyball, technical meeting is a day before the tournament or 2 days before, and they agreed that we are using a simple format that because it's 4 days, we are using top teams in each group. That's to advance to the playoff. But when we started the tournament, they changed the whole format. So our group, we were 3 in the group. So we played more matches, continuous matches. But Morocco group was 2. So they played 2 matches and got a bye. They didn't even get more points than us after the first round. Because we were 3, we got 6 points, and they were 2, they got 4 points, and they got a bye. We were the number 1 seed after the whole first round. So fatigue caused us to lose. We battled with against Algeria yesterday, 2-1. We won narrowly, 16-14. They scheduled us super early this morning. You know, they rested the whole day. But I'm not using it as an excuse. The excuse is if we had gotten a better preparation before. I mean, when the African Games was given to Ghana after Morocco closing ceremony, Ghana should have started campaign as gradual. 3 months they break. 3 months they break us. Gradual to the fourth year would have been far better, and also send us to other countries to play.
Now, a number of other Team Ghana athletes have been complaining about the lack of logistical support and the extent to which it has affected their performance in the African Games. Ajanako also revealed that Team Ghana did not use protective socks because they are still in the shipment overseas, and that contributed to the elimination.
You know, all our toes are full of blisters because of the heat of the sun. We didn't get all things, you know, so that can also affect you.
You get what?
The sun socks. Yes. And then also in camp, right, and in the village, every treatments are going on all right, but that should have been before. During our preparation, we should have a massage therapist, nutritionist, and the artists. It's all departments that come together to give the result. Yes. So we lost some things.
What explanation? Is it just the sun socks you did not have that you did not get?
Sun socks. Well, they gave us goggles.
I'm talking about the items that you needed. Is it just the sun socks?
Yes, just the sun socks. Yes.
Explanation was given for that.
I think that there's a shipment coming, and I don't know, it's delayed.
Now, let's switch attention to swimming now because Ghana's men's 4x100 meter medley relay team has pulled out of the final scheduled for Wednesday night. The development was confirmed earlier today with Ghana absent from the official race start list. Now, there's been no official reason communicated yet as to why the team decided to pull out of the competition. Now, home fans were hoping the team comprising Abeku Jackson, Cole Jackson, Harry Stacey, and Nicholas Yeboah we'll close out what has been a relatively successful games for Team Ghana. Ghana won 2 medals in all from swimming, with both coming from Abeku Jackson in the 50 meters and 100 meters butterfly. Well, Joy Sports has been asking further questions on this very development, and not much has been communicated yet, and we'll bring you up to speed on why Team Ghana decided to pull out of that event. Let's switch attention to football now, because the Black Princesses of Ghana are through to the semi-final of the women's football event at the ongoing African Games following their win over Tanzania. Now, Ghana managed to defeat Tanzania by 2-1 at the Cape Coast Stadium on Tuesday night to secure their qualification. Now, let's bring you a recap of what happened yesterday at the Cape Coast Stadium. Yeah, so that's the 2 goals Ghana scored over there. But my colleague Lawrence Beidou monitored the action at the Cape Coast Stadium. Yesterday we managed to reach him at halftime on the line, but we got him in studio today to bring us a full report of how the Princesses have been faring. Lawrence, it's been a good, turnout for the Black Princesses. That's fine. They've won 2 games in a row now, and automatically qualified for the next stage, which is what, the semi-final. Yeah. Great, but how well did they do yesterday?
I mean, if you watch the first game against Ethiopia, you would complain about the kind of performance they put out in that game. But however, the second game against Tanzania yesterday was much better. Although in the first 10 minutes, I mean, we had the upper hand, we created a lot of chances, but we couldn't convert them. Then Tanzania took over, dominated game, and then obviously took the lead in the 22nd minute. But then it was all Ghana from there. It looked like the fans gingered the performance of the girls who turned out a good performance. I mean, Tracy Chum, who was arguably one of our best players on the pitch, scored the equalizer just on the stroke of halftime before Mukarama Abdullahi, for what has been a long chase, got a little dink over the goalkeeper to make it 2-1 for Ghana. So that was how the victory was secured. I mean, it was a good performance in the second half. The second half was quite better. Yeah, we played, I would say, our best game in the tournament so far.
Interesting. Is the fallout from that game, though? Of course, we saw the attendance. It was a relatively good attendance at the stadium. But the fallout from that game was the reaction, the comments by the president of the Ghana Football Association, where he was criticizing some boos that were meted out at some of the players, the Black Princesses players. What can you tell us on that?
I mean, it's quite important to know that I was the first person to draw this to the attention of the public. So there were scenes where Mukarama would get to the ball and then she would receive boos from some section of the fans. I mean, relatively not a large crowd, but then it still spoke it still had some magnitude of speech in there. So her performance hasn't been too good. We all know Mukarama has been a household name, as Yusuf Basigi said in his press conference. Yeah. She's not had a good tournament so far, but then she's worked her socks out off throughout the tournament. She's played well, she's worked tirelessly, and then it was important that she got a goal yesterday. I mean, anytime she received the ball, it was, before she got on the score sheet, it was quite frustrating because she would lose it a bit easily, which the fans didn't like. But then after getting on the score sheet, it was all good. Her work rate of the ball is quite good, which I think fans should be applauding her for that. But in terms of the goals, it will come at some point. You know, she's not been with this team, but for this tournament, we wouldn't be seeing her playing with this group of players. So we need to relax for her. As the tournament progresses, I feel she will come good.
What has the president of the Ghana Football Association been saying about this boos? You understand he's been, condemning it.
I mean, we saw this incident, a similar incident when the Black Stars played at the Barbara Sports Stadium last year when Barbara Man was booed. So Kurt is basically saying that these are players who have decided to, die for the nation, who have decided to serve the nation. So it's important that we give them that attention and then don't allow these boos to take over their minds. I mean, some of these players get this and then they become frustrated. They kind of bow out of the international team on the wrong note. So, I mean, these are things that we can avoid. I get that sometimes the performance is not too good, but come on, we've seen her do well for Ghana at some point, going on to win the under-17 women's golden boot at the World Cup at a point. So I mean, it's important to know that the performance hasn't been too great, but she hasn't been too bad as well. And then we need to applaud the team for where they've gotten.
I mean, let's stay on football. Let's talk about the Black Satellites now. They were in action yesterday. They won 3-1 against Gambia. I'm sure you've seen recap of that game.
Obviously, I didn't watch the full 90 minutes because I was in Cape Coast, but I've seen recap. I think from the game I've watched so far and from the highlights I've seen, it's good work from Desmond Ofei because in the last few years, we've seen the Black Satellites struggle a bit in terms of possession, in terms of their pressing, and then their control of games. In the first game, you saw signs of what Desmond is offering the team. Against Gambia, it was better. I mean, he made changes to the starting lineup. You find a player like Abdulaziz thriving under him. The kind of football they are playing, pressing, controlling games, and then dictating the tempo of the game. I mean, it speaks good omen for Desmond Ofei and for the Black Satellites in general. So I think it could be good signs for us in the long term. I mean, we've been longing for a junior national team that can progress and then transition into the national team. If they continue on this path with Desmond teaching them a lot of things, I mean, it could go a long way.
We could go a long way. That's Lawrence Beidou is on the Joy Sports decks and has been monitoring the football tournament happening in the African Games. We'll bring you the medal table at the moment, but just before we bring you that, let me tell you about the Syntex Ghana Inter-School Festival, which took place earlier in the week with intention to unite schools for sports and art. It did take place at the Elwak Sports Stadium, and over the week, my colleague Kwame Benaya was there, and he came to what happened over there.
The March 2 and 9 Festival brought together 18 schools from the Greater Accra, Central and Western regions to give fans a dynamic blend of sports and artistic activities such as football, basketball, volleyball, athletics, swim meets, table tennis, chess, art, and dance competitions. Deserving winners did not only receive accolades, but also the opportunity to be scouted for future endeavors, ensuring that the spirit of the Ghana Inter-Schools Festival continues to inspire and empower young talents for years to come. Director of the event, Music Kwabna Alexander, was impressed with what he witnessed.
For me, I'd say that it's been a great success. Now, the purpose behind this event is to actually give opportunities to other learners who are not, I wouldn't say not good in academics, but I believe that not everybody will excel in the classroom. So definitely there are some people who would do well in the fields of athletics, in other disciplines. So football, basketball, badminton, just like we're having now in Accra, the games we're having going on in Accra. So I would say that it's been amazing, it's been wonderful, and it's been glorious. They don't just win, okay? They win, and it's winning with a purpose. So I would actually admonish other schools who are not able to participate to try and then make it up next time.
Some contributors of the event also spoke to Joy Sports.
Sports is always a great opportunity for people to stay healthy and fit. And we love to bring joy to all the children that are here.
This is actually our first time of joining the festival, and my general impression is that it's a very good idea, and I've enjoyed everything that is happening here so far. Although we are not physically participating, everything has been perfect so far.
Bringing the kids together as they grow, the network connecting and other stuff. The kids too, we get to meet friends or make friends in other school and other stuff. So it's great. It's a great opportunity for the kids and as well companies too.
Beyond the thrill of the competition, the 14th edition of the Inter-School Competition, which is also supported by Kamencita Ghana, holds a deeper purpose to foster unity among schools, promote the importance of sports as a vital extracurricular activity, and nurture the diverse talent present within Ghanaian schools.
Now let's talk about women's cricket, because the women's T20 cricket event in the Africa Games came to a close today at the Achimota Cricket Oval. It was Zimbabwe who managed to clinch the gold medal in that competition. South Africa were ranked #1 on the continent, were only able to get the silver medal. Earlier, Uganda and Nigeria took to the failed, and Nigeria, who came into the competition as their least ranked side, managed to clinch bronze. Now, one company that has been helping the development of women cricket in the country is Underground Mining Alliance, and they say they are committed to developing the sport in the country. We have a report for you. Women's cricket have been on a significant rise in the African continent in the last decade, with most countries actively investing in talent identification and grooming. In Ghana, the situation is no different, with the game gradually gaining popularity among most women. Contributing to this growth in the country has been Obuasi-based mining firm Underground Mining Alliance. The company, which supports Ghana's national women's cricket team and the initiatives, was also a key sponsor for the maiden women's cricket event in the African Games. Speaking to Joy Sports, operations manager of Underground Mining Alliance, Oscar Van Eaton, said the investment is in line with the firm's commitment to gender equality and development of sports in the country.
We're particularly interested in gender diversity, and there was an opportunity to come out here today and support women's cricket. We've got a keen interest in women's cricket here in Ghana due to the fact that one of our operators is the captain of the Ghanaian team, and we've been fortunate enough in the past to be able to support a trip for the T20 tournament to Nigeria, support alongside the team during Breast Cancer Awareness Week. So we're closely following Ghanaian cricket at UMA.
He further revealed that although the firm will prioritize women's cricket, it will also explore opportunities to support and develop other women's sports and disciplines and teams in the country.
Part of that, is fostering an environment where women can be successful. We do that at work by creating an environment where they can grow. And we're always exploring opportunities in the community, particularly in the Obuasi region where we operate one of our operations. So we're always looking for opportunities to get out in the community and help women be successful.
Whether you be looking to explore other women's sporting disciplines to support them?
Yeah. Look, now our focus has been with the Ghana women's cricket team, but we're always looking for other opportunities to help in the community. So if the right opportunities come forward, we'll certainly consider them.
Underground Mining Alliance Limited is a joint venture between African Underground Mining Services Limited and Rockshore International, carrying out underground development and production works for the Anglo Gold Ashanti Obuasi mine. The company has been in operation since 2018 and has contributed immensely to the growth of the Ghanaian mining industry since its inception. For Joy Sports, Razak Musbah. Now let's bring you the update on the medal table in the African Games. And Egypt obviously continue to rack up the numbers there. They've recorded 103 medals so far. Some 61 gold medals they've clinched over there, and Nigeria still in second place, 54 medals in total. Algeria got 71, and South Africa 71, Tunisia 43, Mauritius 11, Madagascar 12, Eritrea 9, Morocco 13, Libya 13, and you see Namibia with 7, Uganda also with 7, and Ghana, they are lying in the 13th position there. Out of the top 10, they've got 5 medals. And the other countries also racking up their respective medals over there. That's all we've got for you on Prime Sports tonight with me, Razak Musbah. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Up next is PM Express. Please do stay.